These piston-powered aircraft can be operated for $20, $25 an hour. They don't have to be registered, don't need a license.
So you don't need a helicopter license to run a helicopter?
This is built as an entry-level helicopter. For instance, the turbine, if you wanted to get a commercial helicopter rating and then get a commercial job, turbine time is golden. And it's very expensive to rent like a Bell Jet Ranger. They're like $1,500 an hour. Or you can operate this thing for about $50, $60 an hour. That's on the commercial side of things. Now for privately owned operators, these piston-powered aircraft can be operated for $20, $25 an hour. The cost to actually purchase one of these will range from about $60,000 to $100,000 based on which model you buy, what options you get.
So I'm looking at this helicopter right here, and one of the big fears that some helicopter pilots would have is landing in water. I see this one has floats. That's pretty different. How does that work?
This aircraft is Part 103 Ultralight, and this aircraft gets into that category because of the floats, because there's a variance allowance on weight. Now, we always stress to our customers, landing on water in a helicopter is much different than landing on hard terra firma. Just like in fixed wing, if you want to do water landings, you get special training for it. Helicopters are no different. You want special training before you do it. A lot of people ask me, well, are they functional? Yeah, they are fully functional. They have to be by the FAA standards.
So what's the cruise speed of one of those?
So in the ultralight class in the US, you're limited to 62 knots, I believe, or 62.5 miles per hour, basically what it comes. So that's your maximum speed that you're allowed to operate. Now the aircraft can go faster than that. Unlike fixed wings, they're required to have stops on their controls, so the aircraft can't go faster than that. We are not, and the reason we are not is because in an emergency situation in a helicopter, your emergency procedure is called an auto rotation. So if you put stops on the controls, then you're limiting yourself in that auto rotation capability. So in this particular aircraft, you're limited to 5 gallons of fuel, you're limited to 62.5 miles per hour, and that's about an hour's worth of flight time. When you jump up to the big piston motor, that's experimental, you're no longer limited by the weight and the fuel or the speed. So V&E, velocity never exceed on that aircraft is 110 miles per hour. If you run an auxiliary tank, that aircraft will run about 3.5 hours of flight time.
So what fuel does this helicopter run on?
Well, obviously the turbine runs on Jet A. The piston-powered ones run on 91, 93 octane, regular automotive gas.
So who would be the main audience for a helicopter like this?
It runs the gambit. I mean, it's all over the place. I mean, most of it is recreational flying, but we've had people in Australia that have used it for mustering and all, you name it. We have a guy in Texas that uses it for herding goats. But the lion's share is just recreational flying.
So you don't need a helicopter license to run a helicopter?
In the ultralight category, you don't. However, we do strongly recommend training, even though legally they don't have to have that. And what we do to encourage people to get their training is we have a $5,000 discount built into our pricing. So if you prove you got the training, by the time you get finished helicopter, you get the discount. If you don't, it's going to cost you an extra $5,000. That's our way of saying, hey, we'll pay for the $5,000 for the training for you.
How do you actually train to fly one of those?
Well, it is a helicopter. All the controls are exactly like any other helicopter. So you go to any helicopter flight school with an instructor and a 2-seater usually, and you get your training that way. And once you're proficient at it, you can get in one of these and fly it.
An amazing price, awesome running costs. Where do people find you if they want to learn more about it or just buy one?
Well, we have a Facebook page. We also have a website, and the website address is composite-fx.com.
All right, thanks so much, Dwight.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you.